Previously on One Life to Live.
Why are you and Rex trying so hard to keep me from talking to Corinne?
Gretel has more than a soft spot for our district attorney.
I know what I have to do. I'm gonna marry Jen.
Christian will marry me, and he'll never know that his kid is really Al's.
Goodbye, Christian. I'll always love you.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rappaport, but I thought I just heard you tell Jen that there was something that she couldn't do. What exactly can she do?
Well, are you going to tell him? Or am I?
I put the call into Mr. Gannon's office as per your instructions.
And is he on his way?
Oh, his secretary said he left right after your call.
Great. Now, if he really has a hankering for Gretel, and she hankers back...
It certainly seems so to me, sir, and I'm quite fluent in body English.
then that witch will join a gaggle of former Mrs. Buchanans, and I will be this close from being a free man.
And you don't have to disappear to do it.
Cross your fingers, Nigel. This could be my lucky day.
And why is that, dear?
My apologies for that unseemly outburst,
Oh,
madam.
no, Nigel. It's all right. Wait till Asa sees this month's credit card bill. So, Cook said that you were looking for me?
Yes, madam. I've noticed how you're trying your very best to fulfill your role as the lady of the house.
Well, if spending Asa's money qualifies, yes, I certainly am.
In that case, might I offer my advice?
Yes, of course, Nigel. Got me a little curious.
What I have in mind, madam, very well can make you the talk of the town.
Mr. D.A., welcome.
Hello, Asa. I hope this is as important as you said.
That's damn important. Come on in. Let me fix you a drink.
Oh, Asa, what is this about?
The future. Yours.
I can't believe you lied to me. You said that you were going away to handle a family matter.
I am.
Yeah, but not your family, my family.
Well, I was sort of starting to think that they're the same now.
Seth, you're going to Michigan to try and dig up dirt on Rex, aren't you? Admit it. You're trying to spy on my brother.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
How could you do this to me?
What are you doing?
It's called kissing, Al. And for a guy who doesn't know what it is, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's real cute. Now, you want to tell me what that was really all about?
Well, you didn't believe me before about not being in love with Christian. So do you believe me now? Or do I have to prove it to you again?
If there's something I should know, I think I'd rather hear from you, Jen.
Nothing, Jen? Nothing? Well, then you leave me no choice. There is something I think that you have a right to know. Something about the baby that Jen is carrying.
What about our baby?
It's bad enough that you're doing this, let alone lying to me.
I never said I was going to Western Pennsylvania. You just assumed it.
Well, you didn't try and stop me. The last thing I imagined was that you were going to go all the way to Michigan to dig around Rex's hometown. I mean, come on. What do you think you're going to find there? That he got into a fight in the schoolyard? What?
Look, Jess, I think it's something bigger than that. But I knew if I told you that, you would have acted like you're acting now. That's why I needed proof.
Proof of what?
I don't know yet, all right? But all I know is Roxy doesn't want me to find out about it either.
Wait a second. What does Roxanne have anything to do with this?
She got me to come over with some lame excuse about wanting you to have a wedding picture. And out of nowhere, she starts going on about how Corrine isn't in Michigan anymore. But I checked. Total lie.
Wow. Roxanne, she's lying. That's something new.
Do you think she lies to stay in practice? Jess, she doesn't want me going to Michigan.
But that has nothing to do with Rex.
Well, I think it does.
So what do you think this is? Some big conspiracy theory between Rex, Roxanne, Corrine, who else?
Jess, listen to me. I don't know what it is, but I know that there's some secret waiting in Michigan. And from the way Rex has been acting, I just think that there's something that can hurt you.
Whoa. What's with the argument? They can hear you guys all the way over at the dorms. Jess, you all right?
The only thing you proved with that kiss is just how out of your mind you are.
Really, if you think that's crazy, then get a load of this.
No. Man, what is it with me and chicks today? At first I get hit on by...
By who? Shauna?
None of your business, okay? Just knock it off, all right?
Come on, Al. It's not like you and I haven't been in this position before. And now we have the opportunity to do something about it. Because I am totally 100% boringly free. So are you, right?
We weren't talking about me. We were talking about you and Christian.
How many times do I have to tell you there is no me and Christian?
Yeah, well, if you had it your way, there would be.
Why do you even care?
Because I don't want to see you and Christian break Jen's heart.
Come off it, Al. That's exactly what you want.
No, it's not.
So you can go over to Jen and comfort her, hold her, have her.
That's not true.
For your sake, I wish it wasn't. But trust me, you're never gonna get her.
That's fine, because I don't want her.
Really?
Really.
So then what's the big deal about you and I hooking up, huh? I mean, if Christian and me bothers you so much, then the perfect solution would be you and me.
Why are you throwing yourself at me, Natalie?
Hi.
All right. Hi. I didn't realize I'd be interrupting anything.
No, you weren't. I was just on my way out. Goodbye. Whoever you are.
I told Vicky that I'd stop by every now and then, check on the place, see how my nieces are doing. I think next time I'll call first. You okay?
What's going on, Jen? Is something not right with the pregnancy?
No, it's nothing like that. Is it, Jen?
All right, well, then what is it?
My mom's kind of freaked out about the idea of me being pregnant.
Jen.
And I don't get that at all. Because if anyone should understand what's going on in my life right now, it's you.
Me?
I'm in the same situation you were in when Will came along.
With one very important exception. I do not approve of this pregnancy, but you know exactly why.
Excuse me, but the last time I checked, this was a three-way conversation.
My mom thinks it's a mistake at our age to have a baby. She doesn't think that we'll be able to go through school and take care of the baby at the same time.
Well, Jen, she's got somewhat of a point, you know?
But I'm sure I can make her understand that I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, I think that you do, and that's what terrifies me.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rappaport, but I think I need some time alone with Jen. It's important.
And so is what I have to say. Jen is right. I don't approve of what's going on here, but I do think that you have the right to know why.
Well, no disrespect, ma'am, but whatever you think of this, there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm afraid that there is.
Mom, don't do this.
You can't raise this child, Christian.
Oh, I can, and I will. And I'm gonna give this baby everything I had when I was growing up. A home, family, and a name. Which is what I'm gonna give you, Jen. Once I marry you.
How do
do I become the complete Mrs. Asa Buchanan? I certainly don't want to suffer the fate of all those other wives.
Well, you might start with this donation form for the annual community center benefit auction.
That's going to make my marriage complete?
Well, it's customary for the current Mrs. Buchanan to contribute some item for others to bid on.
Like what kind of item?
Well, you can't go wrong with incredibly expensive.
Oh.
You see, my thought was, madam, that it might be one way for you to restore your reputation in the community.
Yes. You're suggesting that I could buy my way back to respectability. Yes.
You wouldn't be the first.
Yeah.
Does the idea appeal to you?
Well, yes, you know, spending Ace's money to enhance my image? Oh, yes, absolutely.
Well, then, if you'll be so good as to start filling out this form, I'll be back in a few minutes with some suggestions for your donation.
Fine.
I figured it was time to talk about your re-election campaign.
Hey, so the election's not for another year and a half.
So? You don't want to leave things at the last minute, do you?
Forgive my interruption, gentlemen, but there's an important call for you, sir. Consolidated something or other.
Right. This will only take a minute, Hank. Why don't you go in the living room?
All right. Excuse me. Ray. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you here. Let me help you with that.
No. Thank you. It's all right. It's nice to see you again. I never thought I would.
I came here to see your husband.
Oh, of course. Hank, I am sorry for the way you found out about my marriage.
Was there a good way?
Well, if I could have gotten in touch with you, before I saw you again, I think at least it would have been less awkward for both of us.
But you couldn't. I was out of town and out of touch.
Right. Frankly, I'm glad you weren't here. I would know you wouldn't approve of what I did.
And my approval matters to you?
Yeah. If you had been here, I'm not sure I would have had the guts to go through with it.
So why did you?
Hank, I had to. Marrying Asa was my only chance to survive.
You'll do better than survive now, Mrs. Buchanan.
I don't expect you to give me your blessing about what I did. But isn't there some way that we could still be friends?
You're so right, Nigel. They're sparking in the air like a jar full of fireflies. Now all we have to do is help them along. Here.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No, there's no reason to be sorry.
Yeah. They're making a scene, messing up your handkerchief. I'm sure that's not what you expected when you came over here.
Well, I'm a cop, and, we're trained to expect the unexpected and deal with problems, so... Feel better?
Yeah, I just wish Vicky was here. She always knows the right thing to say. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, well, I'm no Vicky, but I am your uncle, and I have been known to give some halfway decent advice every now and then.
I didn't mean it.
So what's going on with you, Natalie?
Look, I don't want to bother you with this.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to guess it's guy trouble.
Yep. Yeah, it is. How did you know? Did somebody talk to you about it?
No, I walk in here, see a young woman, young man, both tense. All of a sudden, he bolts out of here, and she breaks down. Now, if I couldn't figure something like that out, then I think they ought to bust me down to, like, night watchman at the dump or something. So, you and Al, you having a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, it must be a big one then, because I have reason to believe that Al is hung up on someone else.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for him because there's nothing worse than wanting the one thing that you can't have.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience. You have feelings for someone who, for one reason or another, won't allow himself to feel the same way about you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's hard, and I'll let you in on a little secret. It's no easier for the guy than it is the woman.
Yeah, but what do you do about it?
What do you mean? How do you fix it? Sometimes you can't.
Yeah, but things change, right?
You think there's a chance of this doing that? I mean, realistically?
Realistically, no, not really.
Well, that's step number one. You've accepted it.
Okay, well, what's the next step?
Step number two, you gotta let it go.
That's never gonna happen.
No, but no matter how you feel right now, eventually you're gonna have to let it go. Otherwise, just take a look at Al. You can see what happens. You know, you run around driving yourself crazy. And plus, you may miss the chance of the next chance, you know, and then the next one just might be the love of your life.
Yeah, but what if this one is the love of my life? What if it's my true love and I can't get over it?
Hey, Dad, what's up?
Hello.
You, waiting for somebody?
Yeah, you.
Okay, is this gonna involve a lecture?
I would not be a bit surprised.
Well, in that case, can it wait? Because I'm really...
Have a seat, please.
So, what's this about?
Oh, I think you know.
Jen.
Yes.
Well, now, that'll teach me to be honest, huh?
Now, what's that supposed to mean? You tell me that Jen comes on to you, she sleeps with you when she's living with Christian. I'm not supposed to be concerned?
It means it wasn't fair to Jen for me to have said anything to you.
I think Jen hasn't been fair to you, Al.
No, you see, Dad, she's just a little confused, that's all.
Al. Look, I'm very glad that you are open with me. Look, I understand what happened. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, too.
No, see, that's the thing. I don't see it that way, Dad. I don't see any of the time that I've spent with Jen as a mistake.
Even the time you spent in bed together?
Especially not the time we spent in bed together, Dad. I mean, we made love. You know, for the first time in a really long time, we were totally and completely honest with one another.
Al, whatever Jen felt then, she wants you to stay away from her now.
Why are you saying this, Dad? How would you know what Jen wants anyway? I mean, it's not like she told you herself.
Well, as a matter of fact, she did. I went to see her.
You went to Jen? Dad, how could you do this to me?
If that's a proposal, I accept.
Wait a minute. Was there ever any question about Christian wanting to marry you?
We were just considering all options.
Including the option of Christian abandoning his responsibilities and you being a single unwed mother?
That was never going to happen, Mrs. Rappaport. Look, Jen, I wanted to tell you this alone. But I guess everybody's going to find out soon enough.
We're going to be so happy together.
Oh, yes. Yes, because you get to quit school and raise a baby on tips from the break bar. All the ingredients for happiness.
Look, Mrs. Rappaport, I know you're not crazy about me, but like it or not, I'm going to be your son-in-law. And the father of your grandchild. So for the baby's sake, I hope you can accept this.
I cannot.
Chris, Mom and I need to talk about some things. Could you go to the store and get me some milk? I'm supposed to drink a lot of milk right now for the baby.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
But I'll be right back. We have a lot of talking to do.
You are not going to ruin this for me.
Ruin what? This golden opportunity to have one man's baby and wear another man's ring? A man who has been unfaithful to you, who does not seem the least bit interested in getting married, at least not to you.
I'm not giving him a choice.
Why would you want to marry him? Why would you want to live with someone who wishes he could be with someone else? I know firsthand how awful that can be.
It won't be awful. I love it. Because I'm punishing Christian, Natalie, and Al. I've explained that.
I'm stopping all this. And all I have to do is tell the truth. The baby is Al.
You can't. I can't believe I even told you anything about this.
Jen, someday you're gonna thank me.
You take this away from me, I will take away the one thing that is most important to you.
What?
Me. I will never speak to you again. Get the picture? Do you want to lose your daughter forever?
Stay out of this. It's between me and Jessica.
No, I think Rex deserves to know what you're up to since it is about him.
Know what?
Seth is taking a little road trip to see Aunt Corrine.
Why?
Because you're hiding something.
Like what?
I don't know. But it's not the first time. You pretended that you didn't know about Jessica's money before you came to Landview.
And I came clean.
Yeah, when I found out the truth.
Seth,
No, now I'm gonna find out what else you've kept quiet.
stop it.
Jess, let him do whatever he wants. I don't want to cause trouble.
No, there's no trouble. Not from you anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
Can I please talk to Seth alone?
Yeah, no problem. You know, I still feel you and I could be good friends if you just give me a chance.
He's breaking my heart.
Stop it.
Jess, I couldn't protect you from Roxy and Allison, and I couldn't stop what was happening with your mom. But I am not gonna let you get hurt this time. I'm getting a real deal on Rex.
So you're going to Michigan?
If I'm wrong about him, I'll apologize. What have we got to lose?
Everything. If you go, don't look for me when you get back.
Natalie, you may not feel like it right now, but eventually you are going to get through this. You will. And look at you. You're pretty. You're young. You're smart. You're a Buchanan. That gives you something that's better than money.
Like what?
All the rest of the Buchanans. So you know what? No matter what happens to you, for the rest of your life, you're always going to have somebody to turn to.
Thanks. You give me a lot to think about.
And that sounds to me like you're telling me that you would like to be alone right now.
If that's okay.
Of course it's okay. Sure, you've got a lot of feelings that you have to sort out right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't make a hobby out of it, you know, you've got to stay busy, you know, get involved in something new, something exciting, you know. And this hurt, it will go away. It will. You just wait, and it will go away, I promise you, okay?
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Uncle Bo. But I'm not the waiting kind.
What exactly did you tell her, Dad? Did you tell her that I told you we had made love?
Yes.
Yes. Dad, I promised her that I wouldn't tell anybody, and now she knows I broke my word because you couldn't keep yours.
I had no choice, Al. Look what that girl is doing to you.
Did you call yourself a father?
I couldn't if I did nothing. I've been watching you day after day hurting, Al. Because I love you, it was killing me.
I get it. So this is about your feelings. That's great, Dad.
Al, you are being used by a very disturbed young lady.
You know what? Shut up about Jen, okay? I love her, Dad.
She doesn't love you, Al.
You know what, Dad, she just doesn't know exactly what she feels, okay? All right? But the day that we made love, she felt something, Dad. I know she did. Why can't you just worry about me for once, okay? You worry about everybody else. Worry about me.
That's all I worry about. Al, the name for this feeling you have is not love. It's obsession. And it's very dangerous.
I mean it. You tell anybody it's Al's baby, and I will never talk to you again.
I can't believe you're saying this. What happened to you?
Life happened to me. Al happened to me, and Natalie happened to me. And Christian. I was so in love with him. And he told me he loved me over and over again. And then I find out it was all a lie. You can't even imagine how that feels.
Honey, I don't have to imagine. I know, and I know there is no pain in the world that's as bad as that. But this is not the way to get revenge. It is not the way to use one man's baby to get back at another.
Last New Year's, you were thrilled to hear that I was pregnant with Al's baby.
Because I honestly thought that you could be happy with Al, and I want you to be happy. And this is not the way. This is only going to give you a lifetime of revenge.
Revenge will make me happy, knowing they paid for what they did to me. You of all people can understand that.
Oh, believe me, this is not the life that you want for yourself. You are a kind and loving girl.
What did that get me? Nothing. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I need you to promise me you're not going to tell Al or anyone else about this.
Jen, I won't have to. Because he is going to find out about it, and soon.
What do you mean?
The minute he finds out you're pregnant, he's going to know the baby is his.
I like you, Ray.
I noticed.
We were friends. And wherever that was going, well, you're married now.
You don't have any friends who are married women? Come on, Hank. I mean, you couldn't be closer to Nora. And she was even married to you.
Yes, but that's different.
Oh, so it's not the fact that I got married. What is it? How I got married or why? I mean, is that why you can't forgive me?
It's not about forgiving or not. I only judge a person if they break the law. Marrying Asa is not a crime.
Well, it should be a crime. To deliberately hurt people?
Are you hurting Asa?
Oh, no. Not nearly enough. But I do think that I hurt you more.
Ray, we seem to have been traveling in the same direction for a while. But now we're not. And that's all there is to it.
Really? Well, what's stopping us from traveling in the same direction again? I mean, if the opportunity should come up.
All right, Nigel. If it's not ready now, there never will be. Now you know what to do. Hank, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Walk with me and we'll talk while I do some business.
All right. Ray, excuse me.
Madam, I've gone over a list of what the previous Mrs. Buchanan's donated.
What?
The benefit auction.
Oh, yes, Nigel.
Might I suggest you donate a vintage bottle of wine from Mr. Buchanan's private stock? Some of them are incredibly rare and quite valuable.
Well, even if they weren't. Most people are very easy to fool.
Aren't they, though?
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, you see anything you like over there? Yeah, just take it.
Why are you doing this, Asa?
Doing what? I just thought you could pick something out for you and I to throw back while we talked about your upcoming re-election campaign.
Is that all?
What else could there be?
Well, I don't know. It all seems a little strange. Almost as strange as your sudden marriage to Ray.
Her name is Gretel. And all I want to do is see how I can help you.
And how I can help you.
That could be.
Yeah, right. You know, thank you for the offer, but I'm going to have to pass. And we can talk about my campaign as the election gets closer.
Oh, Hank, hold it a second, please. I'm wondering if you would do me a favor as long as you're here.
All right, now we're getting down to it. What is it?
Why do you have to act so suspicious? I just want to give Bo a good bottle of brandy, and as long as you're here, I thought maybe that you might drop at his office for me.
Well, he won't be there. He's having dinner with Gabrielle.
Damn, when the hell's that boy gonna learn? Can't you talk some sense into him?
Hey, so I'm not about to get in the middle of that.
Where's he taking her to dinner? I hope it's someplace dark.
The palace.
Damn it! Might as well take out an ad.
So do you still want me to drop off this bottle of brandy?
Hell no.
All right, then what do you say we get back upstairs?
No, wait a minute, Hank. I just thought about something. I'm not going to be small-minded like that. Pick out a bottle there on the lower shelves for me, please.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll be right back. You will not be alone for long.
I am not obsessed with Jen, Dad. You know, when she's hurt, she comes to me and I comfort her. That's not obsession, Dad. That's friendship. That's love.
Not if it only goes one way, Al. Son, listen. Somewhere there is a girl that deserves what you have to give, and she will give it right back. But that girl is not Jen. She does not feel the same way you do.
Maybe not now. After I betrayed her, Dad, why did you have to say anything? Why?
Where are you going?
Where do you think I'm going, Dad? I'm going to smooth this out. I'm going to make things right.
Al, Jen said you came on to her. And she said she never wants to see you again. Period. Al. Al, don't do it. Al!
I don't worry about Al. He's not going to be coming between me and Christian.
Even if he finds out that the baby is his?
Al won't be a problem.
You can't be sure of that, Jen.
Yeah, I am. But what about you? Are you going to keep quiet about this?
Oh, sorry. You guys are not done?
No, I think we are. Don't you?
Not quite. There's still something that I have left to say. Christian, all I ever wanted was for Jen to be happy. For her to love someone and be loved by someone as special as she is. A baby has ways of changing things, of making you see things more clearly than you ever have. I hope this baby will do that for both of you.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, I think she's getting used to the idea of us being married. But I don't think she'll ever be happy about it.
What about you? Will you be happy?
Do you even have to ask?
Well, then my mom can't ruin it no matter what.
Sam, I need to see you right away.
Here we are. Après-vous.
Yes, merci beaucoup.
Oh, my. District Attorney Gannon. What a complete surprise.
Yeah, I was just getting something for Asa.
Oh, it's a wonder you can see anything in here. That bulb is out. I'll get a flashlight.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Oh, no bother at all. I live to serve.
Well, listen, I guess I should be going.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't want to run the risk of having to be civil to one another, do we?
Oh, terrific.
Allow me.
And you can do better?
Much. Nigel?
Yes,
The door
madam?
is locked. Please open it.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the proper key.
Well, Nigel, would you please get it?
Oh, yes, of course. As soon as I can find out where it's kept. That may take a while, I'm afraid.
A long while. Long enough to push Gretel and Hank together and long enough to pull Gabrielle and Bo apart.
Well, looks like we're stuck here together.
Yeah, guess so. Do you have any ideas of what we could do while we're waiting?
Are you looking for Seth?
Yes.
I saw him leave before.
Oh. I'm really sorry that Seth doesn't trust you.
I don't care. As long as you do.
No, of course I do. I just wish Seth would.
It's okay. But you know what? Never mind.
What?
You don't want to hear it.
I do. Tell me.
Okay. Well, maybe Seth just isn't the right guy for you. Jessica! Jessica! Where are you?
Seth!
Why are you dressed like that?
Why do you think?
You want to get that?
Yeah, it's probably my mom.
More advice? Good luck.
Hey,
What are you doing here?
well, I just came by to apologize. You know, I'm sorry that I told anybody that we made love.
Christian's here.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
This is our first night out as an official couple.
You're out of business. Your clinic is being sued.
The dress, the weird mood you're in, it's about Christian, isn't it?
It's about Jen. She's pregnant.
You and Al made love?
Keep up with all your favorite soaps. Log on to SoapNet.com to chat with the stars, check out our message boards, and to find your SoapNet schedule. SoapNet. Soap watching made easy.